Good morning, peeps. Jenny Clouston here. And as Winnie the Pooh would say, it's a very, very blustery day here. I think we're going to be getting some Arctic blast or something, so on the Queensland coast. But anyway, so after all my harning on, about my little heart, I'm back loving it. And as I said so many times before, it's more important for me that I enjoy the actual process of my stitching rather than the end result. If the end result is absolutely beautiful and I have not enjoyed any aspect of creating it, then for me, what is the point? What is the point? So I've got this next half to do, and then I'm going to put it together. So there you go. I'm quite happy with it. Now, I don't have to, think very hard, because on this side over here, remember, ooh, don't you just love it when you find a needle? I shouldn't be finding needles in my work, peeps. That's not very safe. But anyway, I have done sort of extra things here on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do my fern stitch. I'm not going to keep it the same. I'm going to do a fern stitch here. And so this half of my heart will look different to that one. So I'm going to go quite quickly today, mainly because, I don't know, I'm in that kind of frame of mind. I really want to go to the beach as well, even though it's very cold and windy. I'm still going to go and have a swim. All right, so let's get going. Now, I think what I'm going to do is the green that I'm going to use, you see, I've just kept them all in my new little South African basket. Look at this. I mean, really? Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Now, I'm just hoping that this will show, and yes, it is. If it's not, that's also okay. Because this fabric that I'm working on, my dad's suiting, is a little tricky, let me tell you. It's a little tricky to get colors that show up, but that's okay. He didn't buy it because he thought it would be embroidered on. All right, so I think I'm going to come up out of that little area there and pop on down here. Okay. So it is a fern stitch, and I'll work upside down. So that's what I'm going to do, nice and long. I wonder if I'm too close to this camera. So honestly to goodness, I don't know if you remembered in January, the 1st of January, the hot water pipe leading into the dishwasher burst and we had a flooded kitchen. So that was on the 1st of January. And it is now the 1st of, July, and only now is the new kitchen coming to be replaced. I mean, really? I think it's because there's been so many kind of natural disasters in Australia this year. There's been flooding. And so with the result, and we had to get our doors specially made. So we've had to wait on that. So that's what's happening today. So if my dogs start barking, I'm just going to switch the camera off for a little while they settle. And then hopefully that gets done within the next 2 days, because after that, my glorious family from Bungendore will be arriving. And everybody's a little bit nervous because the kids have been very, very ill. They must have had COVID or RSV or something like that. And so they're very worried about coming here with them being ill, or just having been ill, because I am very immune compromised and I get very, very sick very, very quickly. So I just said, go on, take the risk. Family time is so rare. Just do it. So that's what's happening. And I'm hoping that everything will be done in time, because my whole kitchen has been unpacked and there's stuff everywhere. Okay, so there we go. Now, I know that worked very, very well. I think I might put pink on that side. Where's my little oat jar? I think I'm going to go with the pink on the side. I'm going to give it a go and see how it works out. And if it doesn't tickle my pickle, I'll just change direction. Can you hear the wind? It might be a little bit too pink, methinks. I do not know. Let's have a look and see. And then this week, at the end of this week, on Saturday, I'm teaching a little mini workshop at the Gympie Craft and called Spectacular. So I'm doing that, and I have cancelled my classes at home because families come first, and that's what's happening. Now, I'm wondering if the pink is going to be too pink. Now, when you're working with all these little bits of wool, you know, wool likes to kind of felt itself, so just be patient. Unlike me today, I'm not being very patient. I'm going to do a few more and then see how I feel about this pink, because I think it's too early to call it now. I feel I'm a little bit far away today. So what is today? Is today Tuesday? Yes. I'm just getting my ducks in a row and everything that I have to do. I'm wondering if that's going to be okay. Yes, I'm continuing, peeps. Done is better than good. After a while, all your bits of wool do go through easily, because the fibers have settled in amongst them, or together. Sorry, can't find words today. But mutni wari ni watch net. The other day when I was sewing, the birds were wonderful. Today, not so much. I think I'm a little bit later, and I think they're all busy eating. It would be interesting to know what our bird food bill, is like each month. Okay, right, now back here. There's a lot happening here. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to that thread there. Shall I go to this one? Okay. Can you hear my brain thinking? It's thinking away what I should do next. And this is what it's going to do. I'm just letting my hands do the talking today and let my brain kind of be still a little bit. Now back to this one. Oh no, this one, I've got so little of that, this purpley one left, this lilac-y one. So it's got to make do. I have been having the strangest dreams lately. I dream so much and all the time, and they're so vivid. And as my mom says, dreams are never happy. There's always a struggle in a dream, and my dreams, I have been really, it's been awful. Wonder why we dream. Okay, so this thread is way too long, peeps. So I'm just going to have to be patient with it. That shouldn't be that long. Sorry. She's tangling because she's long and unhappy. And that's why she's tangling on me. There comes that wind again. Just keep my finger on her to calm her down. Keep that blue one there because I'm going to need her just now again. And then I'll tell you something for nothing. I've hardly exercised. Well, I haven't when I was with my mom. Oh, and my goodness, is it, as you get older, it's so hard to get back into the swing of things. Ugh, your body says no, but I'm saying yes. And the reason why I exercise is not to look, I do not want to look like a supermodel, but I want to have a good, strong body the older I get. I want to stay it's supple and strong, because as I said, I'd sit and sew a lot. So I need to make sure. I also, to be perfectly honest, I do enjoy it. I enjoy the feeling of it. Sorry, I'm not in the middle, I'm not in frame. So it's coming together very, very nicely. Oh, see, I'm happier today because I am just letting this thing go with no expectation. All right, so there's our heart. Now, because this is long, remember I had an issue with my longness over there. I've got an issue with that, although it's curved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move this hoop out a little bit. I wonder if my husband has fed that. All right, so coming out of there now, out of this little section over here, I think I'm going to come out. Let me get out of that line of that shadow, I think. I'm definitely going to park this thread here because I'm going to be using it again. I'm uncomfortable with it there, so it's just going to go back in there. You know what I love is when it's windy and then the wind dies down and you get that period of calmness between the gusts of wind. Oh, I don't know why, I love that sort of juxtaposition of busyness and then a wind. I'm also just going to park that there. I'm just going to come up over here. That to hook around a little bit more. There you go. This long bit of thread here. Come on, don't do this to me. I know you're long and you're unhappy. But just give me a good morning today. Just give me a good morning. I'm nearly finished. Oh, you're a bit big and chubby. A bit like me. Chubby. Chubby is just not the word, I tell you. Oh, there comes that sun. I'm going to move back so I can get some of that sun. I'll park you again. Go back to the green. It's all happening today, peeps. It's free flowing. Can you hear that wind? Oh, Simone, I got another lovely email today from Simone with some more photographs of her. Oh, sorry, I'm not even in focus here, in frame. Terrible state of affairs. I feel it's very dark today, this video. If anybody's watching this video, just bear in mind I do sit and sew outside. But if anybody, I love natural light. So if I can edit this video to make it lighter if it is quite dark, let me know. Let me know how to do that. So what do you think? Can you see it? I'm going to move this table and get out into the sun. Hold up, hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, I chased the sun, but it moved off. Thanks, sun. Okay. Oh, this table is now wobbling. Yep, the kitchen people are here. Just gonna switch this off and help my husband with them. Hold on. There you go. I've got quite a lot of prepping to do for this little workshop at Gympie, because I would really like the people to sort of get stitching right away. So I'm going to do a little bit of, covering the spool for them, and then I can quickly show them how I've done it on mine. But let's get stitching, I say. There goes little Bonnie. She's a little Tibetan Spaniel, and oh my goodness, she just kind of really hates people. She loves Lovely Jane. Yes, her and she loves Lovely Jane. Look at that. Chubby little flowers. My old jar. Oh yeah, I do have it. Okay, so now back to that funny green one. And all I have to do there is a very quick rummage just all the way around with fern stitch and some little flowers and see what this needs. It looks a bit sparse here, but I will be like Scarlett O'Hara and I will think about that tomorrow. What did she always say? Scarlett O'Hara is a heroine of mine. I think I've watched that movie I don't know how many times. My daughter loves it as well. I'm sure that's why she's a screenwriter, because of Gone with the Wind. In fact, as I'm sitting here and thinking about what I have to do in the next 2 days, I feel a little bit, whew. So I definitely think a swim is in order first. That'll settle me down because it's quite cold outside. So when I get in the water, it's going to be beautiful. What you can hear there is they're little minor birds, and also there is a magpie that does a kind of warbling. There is a magpie that is back to our garden, and I am so excited. And the butcher birds are leaving it alone. I cannot wait to see those grandchildren of mine. Oh, we have so much fun. And if they make me sick, I will deal with it afterwards. I shouldn't make light of it. I get really ill. But anyway, I'm going to just pray and hope that I don't get sick. I'll edit Bonnie out barking. She genuinely hates people. I think she's frightened of them. Unbeknown to us, we had purchased her, and as I told you before in a previous video, when my husband got there, it was kind of like a puppy farm, and she had not been socialized with any humans, and with the result that she genuinely doesn't. She loves my husband. I think she kind of tolerates me, if truth been, but she loves my husband. What do you think of this, peeps? Do you think it's working? I think I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy. And then I can get it finished and have my first cup of tea with my dad. He loved his tea. And over the years, I have made them, Mom and Dad, many a tea cozy, as I have made myself. I once read an article about, and I don't want to guilt trip you. I'm not Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is. I read an article about what goes into making a tea bag, and I was absolutely horrified at the amount of water and bleach and everything else that goes into making a tea bag. And I thought, well, even more reason that I use tea leaves. Also, when my children were very, very young, I read the same article about Christmas wrapping paper. And from then on, I never wrapped our Christmas gifts or birthday presents in wrapping paper. I always used newspaper when I read the newspaper. And now, years later, I made little fabric bags for Christmas. Oh no, I'm using the wrong color, peeps. I have to change. See, I have to make it that, or do I? Yeah, no, it's got to be pink. Sorry, I'm thinking about, let's pull this out. Let me tell Bonnie to keep quiet. Hold on. So did you notice that I was doing the blue instead of the pink? And also, if you did, why didn't you tell me? Hey, you should have told me I was doing the wrong thing. I definitely think it needs to be pink. Otherwise, Anyway, yes, I was talking about wrapping Christmas gifts. And then when my grandchildren were very young, I wrapped the Christmas presents in newspaper, and I sort of mentioned it to my daughter-in-law, and she said, oh, I must admit, I do love wrapping paper. So I thought, then I made the bags. Shouldn't say it horribly, but so then I made these little gift bags, and I've been using them ever since. So everybody gets, I just used up all my, back in the 80s, we all had Christmas fabric. Why? Don't know. Never used it. And that's what I do. So I'm going to quickly finish this for you, and then I will put the camera back on because I've got something else to show you. Simone sent me something. So I will show you that. See, I don't like going up one side. I much prefer to alternate. Funny little creature of habit that I am, and I'm running out of this thread. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. So Simone wrote, below, hi Jennifer, below are images of little coasters I made for friends' birthday and thank you lunch. Thank you for your wonderful inspiration. These will also not be hanging in the Victoria and Albert Museum, let alone the Smithsonian. Hope you approve, kind of. So Simone has made, let me see if I can make them bigger, has made coasters with embroidery. And then when I saw this, I realized, and by the way, they're lovely, and what a great idea. I realized that this is taken from my second book. You know that book that I always use all the time? Anyway, there's a bag pattern in there. And so instead of making the bag, Simone has made these little coasters, which I just think are ingenious. So, and yes, I think they should be in the Victoria and Albert Museum, just for your great idea. Thanks, Simone. I'm going to hold this camera, so I hope it's not going to wobble too much. So Simone has used the pattern from this book here, Foolproof Crazy, called my second book, and that so it's the spring flower bag. So that's what it looks like. And you kind of make, in fact, I think she did this one. You cover these hexagons and then you piece it together to make the bag. So there's some instructions, blah blah blah, and that is the bag in real life. My mother loves that. There you go. So Simone, what a great idea. She's broken it down from the spring flower bag and made coasters out of it. Ingenious.